right. Well, hello again, everybody. It has been a while. Lots of things going on this year. This has been a crazy, crazy year for me and my family, but things are looking like they're going to start settling down, hopefully, in 2026. But I had a little bit of free time. The kids are all up in bed, and I figured I would play some Dune Awakening. I've been playing this game a lot. I like it. It scratches the itch, but and I'm looking forward to the stuff they're going to come out with here. I think next month or the month after at Chapter 3. I think is the next thing that's coming out. But until then, I'm just going to go and have some fun in the deep desert, farm out some of the caves, a couple of the wrecks, um, maybe do a quick route around Sheol, however you want to say it, and yeah, just have a little bit of fun. It's the almost the last day of 2025. Figure I'd just have a little bit of fun. So we're just gonna go ahead and hop right on into it. Let's see. What are we up to? We are. Ooh, I'm down to half health right now. I'm not sure how that happened. But let's start off with going around to Sheol, however you want to say it. And just a quick little run through there to pick up some coin, some solari, and I might actually put myself over on the right. There we go. Might be a little easier. Okay, so let's hop in. Fly on over. Nice. I like my little base location here. It's nice and central. I've been at this location since the game launched, so I guess I kind of should be happy that I picked a good spot. I'm gonna fly on over just to the left of that wreck right there. And I don't know why I'm not at full health right now, but that's easy enough to fix here in just a moment. Once we get there. So we're gonna fly on over. I'm going to this right here, Shaitan's Grotto. Nice having being able. Oh, of course, there's a storm coming. Every time I want to do anything, there's always a storm that pops up, and it looks like it's coming straight over here. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, I should probably put on my hazmat radiation suit. And let's look and see here. Oh yeah, it's a big one. Oh, it's going right down the center here. It might miss me. We're gonna stop in here on this cave right here, and then we're gonna go over to wreck of the Tartarus. And I think that should be out of the way far enough that I won't have to worry about it. We'll find out though. So I'll just come on over here, drop down.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Well, in that case, I'm not going to leave my ornithopter out here. Run in, grab some goodies. Don't touch the green goo, because that hurts. No point in taking damage if I don't have to, right? Grab the super chest. Woohoo! Some pants. And I don't need all these other things. I'll just take the money. You know what? No. And we're going to be sitting here for a second because that storm is going to pass through before I get out of here. Yeah, you do this every once an hour or whatever.
Sector weather alert.
It's a nice and easy, like 3,300 something. Oops. Isn't that right? Like 3,000 something? Yeah, 3,353 solari. Well, it's probably a good thing that I am wearing a nice radiation suit, because this storm is going to blow right over the top of me here. Might as well toss on a bandage. Back up to full health. I guess close to full health, because I have technically, I think I can go into a second bar. All right, so I am going to, is the storm gone yet? It's not. Only tier 1 storm, so it's nothing crazy. Not like in the deep desert. Ammo. I'm gonna hop out of here and gonna go over to this wreck. Kill these guys really quick, grab their stuff, fly back to base, and then go over to the deep desert to do a roundabout. Do about over there. Where are you? There we go. Get a little bit of spice. Definitely don't need any spice anymore these days. I'm pretty full up on spice. Ooh. What's my radiation looking like? Not great. Oops. Going that way. That's the wreck that we want. I'm going to throw back on my stuff. Can take these guys out really quick. Oh, come on. See you right there. Big old heavy gunner. And there's one guy left in there. I'm coming for you. Oh. Okay. Nice and easy. Let's set this off. This is my normal little route that I usually take. Grab whatever in here. This, some of that. Let's get out of here before anything crazy happens. Alright, nice and easy. Head back to base. Use me. Alright. Oh, now we're getting a long flight back. Let's see. Got some pants and some stem legs. Yeah, but right about 5,900 solari each time, and you can do this once every like 50 minutes, I think. So I'll usually do it like I'll log in, go over here, grab that really quick, those 2 spots that I just went to, fly back, drop it off, and then go over to the deep desert, do a route, between the caves and the wrecks out there. By the time I come back, it's usually respawned by then, depending on how fast I go, or if there's anything crazy going on out there. Lots of little tiny spices out here. Nothing crazy. That's gonna despawn at some point. Okay, back to base we go. And then it's off to the deep desert. How is my ornithopter looking? I could probably toss a repair on there. Toss a bit of a repair. How are we looking over here on the Landsrad? So it's, gotta admit, I don't like the fact that you can immediately, if you have spice, just the melange, you can just immediately like purchase that house. It's kind of lame because as soon as they pop up, it's like pops up and immediately someone goes and buys it. And it's like, well, I mean, so then really the only people that can do the Landsrad are the largest guilds, that have just a ton of spice left over. Or tons of spice just laying around. I mean, which technically I have spice, but I don't have a ton of it because I haven't been farming it a whole lot. I've been, I got to a comfortable amount of spice, more than I ever really need at this point in the game, at least, unless they like add a bigger spice sink at some point, but there's not really a whole lot I need it for. Actually, the thing that I end up going and trying to get the most of is the freaking fiber, the little plants. It's just annoying because you can only get like 3 to 5 of them at a time. Let's see. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. And we will hop down, drop this all off into the storage compartments, repair the ship, and then head out to the deep desert. Let's see. Drop. What else we got in here? Some money. I can drop off the suit. Don't really care too much about the salvaged metal. Got so much of it, and it's so easy to get that there's not really a whole lot of a reason to, to keep any of it. But I believe it's in one of these, right? Yeah. All right. Drop off the suit and the money. And anything else I need, really? I have plenty of fuel. I have plenty of ammo. And I shouldn't really be... Not really going to be fighting anybody. I don't need to do this route that I do. Let's grab some of these. Which one is closest to not being broken? Slap some repairs on this bad boy. Wings. All right. Should be good, should be good, should be good. Okay. And drop this back off so I'm not carrying a bunch of junk with me. All right. Go ahead and get out of here. All right, so we're gonna head in that direction. I'm gonna bring up my map. Let's see here. Where's my map? Oop. Map. Into the big blue wall. Hopefully everything sounds okay. I didn't spend forever tweaking things, so I just kind of jumped into the game. So hopefully it all sounds okay. Into the deep desert. Start off with C7 and then, yeah, C7. It's worth pointing out that every week, the deep desert resets, and all these places here in the A row, they are the same as like Mark 5. So there's just like Haga Basin difficulty. You can go to these testing stations each week to get 30 intel from each of these. There's like usually 5 to 7 of them. And you can do that every week, so you never have to really worry too much. And they're super easy. I mean, if you can do, they're literally the same as the Haga Basin difficulty, like the final few in difficulty. So you can just run through it as long as you have Mark 5 stuff. It's super easy. In fact, you can run through them without killing anybody for the most part. It's actually pretty easy to do. Get that intel. I think we're going to go to D6 after this one. 6, right there. All right, just land in here, and each week there's a handful, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 of these caves, specific caves that are contain better loot than a normal cave. And if you go there, it's a nice, easy way to get plastinium dust or whatever, and sometimes to get some decent schematics. You can usually get like the pin cushion stuff from the caves. Run in here, run up here. Don't care. I'll take it. And then, a pincushion headpiece and some spice-infused plastinium dust. Nice and easy. You don't even have to kill the people. I mean, you can if you want. They are a little bit more difficult than Haga Basin, so they're like Mark 6 kind of guys. They're not difficult, exactly, but they are a bit spongy as far as damage is concerned. They don't do a whole lot of damage in small groups, but they do soak up damage. Let's see here. We're going over to D6, right? And then I'm probably going to go over to E8 over here, right there. And it's, for the most part, just a lot of flying around, just cruising, nice and chill. At least in the PvE areas, which is all the way up through the halfway point of E. So so this block right here is E, and if you were to cut it right in half, everything from the bottom half down in the deep desert is PvE. Everything to the north of this line right here is PvP, which is worth keeping in mind. It's not too bad when I'm not flying with the carry, like my ornithopter's not set up for carrying things. I am flying around with a booster on the thrusters, so I can I forgot to repair the thrusters. Oh well. So you can escape from things pretty easy, and you can stay at a high altitude, so you don't have to worry about like rocket ornithopters all that much. So you just sit up here in the around the 850, 870, and just you're pretty safe, because they would have to spend a lot of fuel to keep up with you up here, and it costs you nothing really, when you're in vulture mode. Now, it is worth pointing out also that these wrecks do flag you for PvP no matter where you're at. So, I'm going to land in here really quick. Because it's PvP, I am going to pick up my ornithopter. Oops. And hop in here really quick. This is just like in Sheol. The same thing as that wreck we went to. So I'm going to trigger these bombs. I don't really need a whole lot of this other loot because I have a bajillions of plastinium and all this other stuff, but Might as well grab it. It's right here. And I'm just using a cheap old cutter ray because this doesn't require anything fancy. Okay, let's get out of here. And... oh, whoa, rubber banding. It'll be nice if they fix that one of these days. Let's get out of here, yeah? In a little small... so usually it's been my experience these last several weeks that there's usually 2 or 3 medium spice blows. So not these little small ones, but medium ones. I don't see one at the moment, but you can get them here in the PvE area, so you don't have to worry about getting killed, which is nice. The only reason you'd want to really go into the PvP area to farm spice is if you like have a spice crawler, and you want to just farm a crazy amount. But for just one, like a solo person or like a 2 or 3 man group, there's not really a reason to go to the large spice. It's just as efficient to go to a couple of the medium ones where you're safe. You don't have to worry about anything. Let's see here. The next one's going to be at H8, right? Right there. Oh. That looks like a medium one. Yeah, that looks like a medium one right there. Oh, 2 of them. But I think those are over in the PvP area right now, I think. That looks about, yeah. Yeah, those are probably in the PvP area. Well, maybe, yeah, they're probably up here in the top north part, unfortunately. So I wouldn't go to those ones if you're just looking to do like using a compactor. It's not worth it. I would fly along and look for a medium one. Is that a medium one right there? I can't tell. Yeah, it looks like a medium one right there. And it looks like it's inside the area of the PvE zone. It looks like. Might be close. Looks like it's like right here. Ooh, it's like right on the edge there. But that thing will fill up. You fill up an entire assault ornithopter without completely taking all of it. It was pretty nice. Let's see here. That's over here. This is gonna get flagged because this is right next to the PvP control zone. So again, you know, this is not without any risk. Definitely want to be prepared. Luckily, the only thing they really get off of me is a couple of these schematics. Hello. Don't mind me. Just in here stealing stuff. Oh, nothing in this one again. Hey, don't you set me on fire. Okay. Skedaddle out of here. Head up to the next one. Yeah, it's a medium spice blow right there. And it looks like it is just... nope. It is just on the other side of the PvP zone. The PvP line is like right there. It's just on the other side, unfortunately. And so are these other ones. Shouldn't be a problem, though, for me, because I am not here to farm spice. I am here to go to these caves. There's H5 right there. It's going to be the next one after this one.
Weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Of course it is. Well, I might be able to get away with not getting hit by the sandstorm, because I'm flying around quite a bit. Ooh, is that about to explode? I can't tell. That ship right there. Maybe not. Pretty high. I don't know. It doesn't look that high. Well, probably is, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm going this way. Little small one right there. 2 small ones? No, just 1 small one. Looks like a medium and a medium. So I mean, this isn't too bad if you were if you had 2 people and a carrier and a sandcrawler, because you're so close to the PvE area that that's not bad. You know, to come over here, farm out this one. You get attacked, you can fly away before you lose your ship. Probably. That one that was right on the edge there, that was probably the best one.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Yeah, where is it? Don't you lie to me. Let's see if I can get there and out before the storm arrives. Okay. All right. Yeah, like I said, this is pretty easy, pretty chill. Every once in a while I see other people every now and then. Not often, but frequently enough that you do have to kind of be, kind of take some measures to not be completely leaving yourself open. So don't leave your ornithopter out, because while you're inside a cave, there's nothing to stop somebody from coming up and blowing up your ornithopter, and then you're kind of screwed. So definitely, bring your storage tool and store your ornithopter while you're doing this. Or over there, I think, right over here. Yeah, right in this little crevasse. So hop out, store, turn on my shield, and go. And again, you don't have to kill any of these guys in the cave, because there's no like lock in or lock doors that require killing everybody. You just walk in, grab everything. Oh, that one had 2 of them in it. And then run right back out. And all these caves and stuff usually respawn in every, there's a slight variance to it, but generally, if you give it an hour, it's usually respawned. So every once in a while, when I'm feeling, when I have free time, which is hard to do when you have a bunch of kids, but when I have free time, I will just do this. And when I do the last cave on this route, return to my Haga Basin base, put on a timer for an hour. By the time that goes off, I can kind of do this whole thing all over again. Drop over to Sheol, and then come out here to the deep desert and grab stuff all over again. Let's see, next up we're going to go to the Deep Dark Wreck after this next place, which is D2. Let's see here, D2, right there. So if you're wondering how I'm seeing this, I use method.gg, Dune Awakening Deep Desert Companion. You can search that up, and they have the Deep Desert map each week after the reset. Tells you where certain things are, what the loot pool is for the week. You can see if you even really need to do it. There's not a whole lot that I need. I have pretty much everything the best I can get, aside from doing... Will I make it before that storm gets here? I will make it. Ooh. Will I make it? Oh, it's gonna be close. Close. Oh, do I want to risk this? Is this even coming towards me? I can't tell. Doesn't look like it. I think it's gonna go south of me. What am I looking at right there? See that weirdness? How strange. I wonder what that is. Yeah, it's gonna go right past me. It looks like I should be fine. That's what I was hoping for, at least. Probably a PvP thing right there. It looks like the shield. So we're gonna land here. Well, I could assume it is right there. That's so strange. I've never seen that before. But we're gonna hop on in here. And same as all the other caves, I'm gonna run through. I am going to ignore these guys because they don't drop anything worth getting. I don't really care about any of that stuff, so I'll take this. Ooh, another double chest. And right on back out we go. Pretty easy, like I said, pretty chill. Sometimes I'll make a base out here in the deep desert, just something I can park my ornithopter at and use research the schematics and wait until the hour's over and then do the whole thing again. But I didn't do that this week. Just didn't feel like it. So I've gotten most of the things that I want. I have the Mark 6, the special buggy cut array. Let me see here. I have some of the pin cushions if I need them. I don't have the chest though. I need another chest. I have a bunch of the what is it? Triple shot repeating rifle. I already have one of these built, and I have another left over if I need to do it. I have some of the Mark 6s. I don't really care about most of this other stuff. I wouldn't mind getting another replica pulse sword in case I ever lost the one I'm using now. And aside from that, it would be nice to get a better shield. But that would, the shield and then the nice, there's a nicer, like a sniper rifle or whatever. It's one of these two. I think it's this one. But that is only from doing the testing stations, and those ones are just annoying, and I'm not enough of a gamer boy to get that done, unfortunately. That one, we only have one place left to go, and that's over at C3, right? Because this is D2. D2, we're going down to C3, which is this one. It's also worth pointing out, too, that, again, that each week when they do the reset, you can come back to the deep desert, and if you have the little the scanner thing, the little gun that you shoot into the air to scan a square, you can do that every week. You can do that over and over again every single week. So, and it gives you 100 XP each time. So, there's I think it's 9x9, 81 squares or whatever in here, right? Or maybe it's not 9. I don't know. However many squares, you can do this. These 100 XP, 100 XP, 100 XP. And then if you fly to these little, like these wrecks and stuff are also another 100 XP. The testing stations are 200 XP. And you can do that once per week on all of those. So you can get some pretty good XP going as far as trying to level up. I haven't done it a ton, but I mean, I'm 187, and I don't really have a whole lot of stuff that I want to buy. Everything is pretty much where I want it to be. I think if I reset everything, I would only put 1 point in this and not use it because it's not really useful. I have it maxed out, and it's there, but I feel like it would be better to have maybe something that's a little bit more combat oriented that I'm trying to think of something that would be good here. Maybe something for I think we're back. Yeah, we're back in the PvE area here in just a second. But yeah, this guy's just on the PvE side. We're gonna land right here and grab this. this wreck. Wreckin'. Pop me back into PvP for a second. I usually like to come in through the top right here. Turn on my flashlight. This was a super easy one. You just run in. You go up to this. Take a left. Boom. Straight ahead. Take your right here behind these guys. Grab the purple. Grab the purple ID band. Come back out here. Over. Oh, I need to repair my suspensor belt. And here we go. Nice and easy. And this has slightly more PvP focused things. This is where you would get like most often the a lot of the perforators, but the shell bursters actually. But this is where you can get like the replica pulse sword. That's where I got mine at. It was one of these wrecks. And then now we're off to the last loot cave. Off to the last loot cave, and then back to Haga Basin to research all the schematics and drop off all the loot that we got. But yeah, and these little Imperial testing stations in this A row are pretty easy to do, and they do drop some decent things. They're like Haga Basin, like just like half a step better than Haga Basin. So that's where you would get like your Mark V, compactor, you know, duralinium tier stuff. So you can get some of these things. Jolt swords. I don't even know where it is in here. Like you can get your Tarl cutter rays in here, depending on the week and all that. I don't see where my, oh, right there. Compact compactor Mark V's drop over here. But we run over this way and grab this last cave, which I think is not here. It's over there. That one, I think. Yeah. Oh, where am I? Yeah. Over here. I was a little too early. Jumping the gun. This was probably over here. Yeah, on the other side of this little hole right there. So dark. So dark. Don't mind me, everybody. I'm just here to steal you guys' loot. Nothing great, but it's always nice to get more of the spice-infused astinium dust, because you need that to make all the best stuff. And so even if you don't need the... also because I have a light shining in my eyes. Even if you don't need any of the schematics that are out for this week, or whichever week you're playing, it's nice to go through and just grab the plastinium dust, because that is very, very critical. More so, it's a lot harder to get it than spice or anything like that, because you only get like 7 or whatever per place. So all those places put together, I got 73 of them. And some of these things, you know, like this takes 31 just to make this one focused buggy cutter ray, pin cushion, is 14, 7, 10, 9. So some of these things, you need to have it if you want to do any of this end game equipment. And it's not something that you can get really quickly, not like with spice where you can just go out there and compact, 20 or 30,000 spice in, 30 or 40 minutes. It's force field boxes. Fun. But yeah, now we just return to Haga Basin, return to my base, learn these schematics. Positive bleed effect, sand bike booster. I don't use any of those. I mean, I barely ever use anything that's not my ornithopter. At some point, I should probably go and grab some of these quests. There's been a bunch of quests that have come out that I haven't done any of them really. I did some, but there are some more side quests and stuff that I can do that they've been releasing. But I've been having just been very busy, like I said. It's been a very busy year, especially these last couple of months have been very busy, and set to be a pretty busy next couple of weeks, at least next couple of months. But things will start calming down pretty quick, and I'm hoping to be able to start streaming more often. I've been wanting to get back into CG Project Red. What game is it? Cyberpunk. Get back into Cyberpunk. I've been wanting to get back into a few of those games that I kind of like. I need to finish Elden Ring still, which I'm so rusty now that last time I tried playing, I was an absolute goofus. So that might take a little bit of time to get back into that, but it would be nice to get back into all that stuff. So let's see, did I get any money? No. Let's go ahead and research everything. There's a decent little haul of stuff. Do I have anything I need to destroy? Just one, two things. Two things. Recycler, you are my best friend. So much use from this thing. That and that. Ooh, that's not even close to being gone, but I guess I'll repair it, and I'll repair that. Might as well. Now, let's go and drop it all off. And yeah, that's pretty much a full Sheol DD run. There's not a whole lot to it. It would be nice to be able to do the research stations, but I am not capable of doing those really. I mean, I can get through usually, 3 or 4 waves. That 4th wave is usually where things start to like fall apart. I just cannot finish it. I haven't tried it in a while though, so who knows? Maybe I could do it now. All of that. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much. I just log in, do that every now and then, have fun with that. Make little miscellaneous changes to the base. Let's see here. What stuff do I have anyway? Never finished these ones. Trade post. Thin the numbers a bit. I need to talk to that lady. Trade post. Let's see, yeah, spy had the misfortune of being captured by slavers. I did that already. Talk to the person again. School on the west wall. I did that already. Advanced training. Let's see here. What kind of stuff do we have in the lands red? It doesn't matter on there. Regis sword. I don't feel like, well, yeah, I don't really need to do that. Kind of at that point where I've kind of done pretty much everything and my character is as built as I really care to be. But let's see, how am I looking on some of my materials? I know that I have plenty of the minor stuff, plenty aluminum. You know, I could throw in some more duralinium. I could even maybe do some more plastinium ingots. Yeah, I can do duralinium and plastinium. Let's go do that. That might be something fun to do. Been using them up a little bit. So I'm gonna run over and grab. See, I don't really need to wear armor for farming, so let's go ahead and take that off and put on a still suit. My zoot suit. That should be good. I don't really need that. Go ahead and take these off. All right. So what we're going to do now is grab my buggy. Make sure that it's fueled up and repaired up. I should probably do some more repairs on this guy. Okay. No point in not repairing things. Should always try and keep things repaired. Toss me that one down. And then we'll grab the carrier, fly over to the deep desert, and get some plastinium. After I make sure that everything is all paired up. Good. Okay. Carrier should be fine for right now. I'm gonna need to grab some fuel cells, though. Oops. Grab a few of these. That should be... I'll grab 3 full ones. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are just going to go and move this outside. Stay there. And don't need the spice crawler. We do want... Yeah, we do want our carrier. Go get this little guy. Hey, pick him up. Okay. Onward to the deep desert. If you really, really wanted to, you know, maximize your time, you would, you know, dismantle the buggy, put it in the cargo container, take the cargo container over, build a little base with like a pentashield on it, and then just farm like crazy until you fill up the cargo container, and then you can fly back with just a crazy amount. I forgot to check before I left how much strad I had. I think I have a lot of stravidium or whatever you call it. So I'm going to focus on the titanium. And I was dumb and I didn't bring my ornithopter, my scout. I should have done that. You should always have your scout ornithopter with you, just in case something stupid happens. I have managed to get stuck on my buggy, like stuck like sideways inside of like a crevasse. And the only way I was able to undo it was I had my ornithopter with me, popped it out, and I had to slowly transfer things from the to the ornithopter, drop it off, come back, grab stuff, drop it off, come back, take apart the entire buggy, fly back, fly out into the open, and then rebuild it. It was super annoying. All right. Oh, I see some right there already. Let's see, why don't we just drop you off right? Yeah. And I guess I'll just land here for now. Come on. And off we go. And yeah, over in this area, there's not a ton of resources, but there is enough for a solo player to kind of easier when you have the ornithopter. You can kind of scout around to see where it's all at, but it's not so rare that you can't find it. You're paying attention. Oh, I thought I had a bunch though, stashed somewhere, I think. Maybe I did need stravidium. Stradivarium? I don't know. And since we're in the PvE area, it doesn't really matter. You can just kind of run around. Until you find what you want. Come to me. See some strad. Maybe I did need stradivarium, whatever. I feel like I had a bunch of tritanium that I stashed in another container. I really should have looked before I came over here. But I wasn't thinking. Maybe I'll just get whatever I see of either. I guess I don't need to make a ton. I just need to make 500-ish. Takes 4 tritanium and 1 strad to make 1 plastinium ingot. So need a decent amount. And of course, this is also easier when you if you had a group where you could just have the carrier flying people around, because it's a lot easier to see this stuff from the sky than from the ground. I mean, like I said though, see, it's not all that bad compared to back in the day before they made the changes, where it was like, yeah, good luck, because even in the deep desert part, you have to be like at there was almost none even in the deep desert. It was crazy, to the point where people would just build their bases on top of like one node and just sit there and farm it once every, 20, 30, 40 minutes, whatever it was back in the day. I'm not gonna lie that I may have done that as well at certain points. I'm getting lucky. I am getting lucky with all this titanium. I don't know why I keep calling it tritanium. Go back this way. What's in here? Like a dead end? Yes. That is a perfect spot for me to flip over and get stuck. How full are we looking? Not very. Any other? What's funny is whenever I'm not looking for fiber, I find fiber all over the place. We got up here. Ooh. Hidey hole. Some strad. Ooh. They give me some more. Oh, that's no, that's Strad. Just at a weird angle. Fall in a hole, that would really suck. Okay. Onward! Not really sure where I'm going. Or where I came from. Let's see here. Ah, this works. Fly over, or I'll drive back over to my... Oh, gosh, look at all this fiber right here. I'm gonna grab it. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna grab it. There's on right here. Gimme, 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 gimme. The rarest resource on Dune. Or on Arrakis, what am I saying? In Dune. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not hard to get, it's just annoying. It's annoying to have to fly around and look for it. See you up there. I don't know that I can really get to you without finagling it. So we're not. You're gonna take a left. Alright. I see some strad right there that I can definitely get to. Give yourself to me. Ooh, and a bunch of fiber. Don't mind if I do. All the fiber. And drink my own sweat. Onward. Around this corner. Return to the carrier. And fly to another spot. I don't want to get too far away from the carrier just in case. Just in case there's a storm that like shows up. That would really suck. Anything good over here? Ah. Totally get that. Whoa. Alright, back to the carrier. After I get this Stradivarius violin here. called? Stravidium. Don't see any other little outcroppings. Around. Yeah. Very well. Where am I already? Whee! Alright, let's go find some more. There's always some up on top of these cliffs, too, on top of these big hills. Especially the big ones. Ooh, maybe. No, that leaves. That's the exit. I see some strad and one titanium. Leave you there. I leave me here. And yeah, it's not the fastest, you know, it's not like going to like Titanium Island or Stravidium Island, but this also does not require any PvP. And so you can just kind of just take it easy. It's kind of fun just driving around. I'm also one of those people that enjoyed Mass Effect 1 driving around in the Mako, you know, trying to find stuff. Come on. Do it. Get up there. You dirty. Come on. Why do you have to tempt me? It's getting dark. When in doubt, just use a carrier to move yourself around. Oop, drop it. Woohoo! Ah, missed. I missed. So dark at nighttime. Yeah, just do this and fill up the buggy. Bring it back. Have plenty of material. I do now think, I'm pretty sure I actually do have a ton of titanium in a box back at my base that I got from one of these other weeks. It's so hard to see at nighttime. Aha, there's some stravidium. Maybe I'll drop you right here, bro. I will park right right in front of it. I go around after. I think I can go under this, right? Yes. Too close now. Starting to get full. Yeah, about 2/3 of the way full. Some headlights go on. It's difficult to see at nighttime. Das ist difficile. Gosh. This is murder. Low fuel. Good thing I have a bajillion things of fuel. thought there would be more up here. Well, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes you go and you look and there's just nothing there. Although it is kind of fun to just drive around miscellaneously. At least I find it to be fun. Whee! The trick is to not get stuck. Let's go back. Oh, yeah, there was only just the one. Oh, that's copper, I think. Well, unfortunate. Poor unfortunate soul. Yeah, not much up here, unfortunately. No problemo, though, because I can just hop in and go on to the next area. Oh, it is dark. Alright. But we have some sun come on out here. Down there? Couldn't tell. Alright, let's go to this mountain. EVP. Don't feel like doing that. But we can drop off on this trail and run around up here a little bit. Oh, my God, it's so dark. I guess I could turn up my gamma, I guess, but want to, because then it makes everything just look super washed out. Let's go on a little drive. Lots of basalt, however you say it. But I don't need any of that because I'm not making a base out here right now. I wanted to have thousands of those bricks back in Haga Basin. If I wanted to make a base, I would just go back there and bring in the cargo container. That one right there. Yes. Might be able to get about 2,000 of each, maybe. Oh, come on. Come on. What are these tank treads worth if I can't even go up a little teeny hill? Risky business. This night is lasting forever. Strab. And there's some titanium. Yeah, this is pretty much just the way I do it. Come on out here, drive around a little bit. Now, if I really, really needed a ton of these materials, which I don't, I would definitely bring out the cargo container and do this, fill it up, get more, fill it up, get more, fill it up, and then take all of it back and do a mass processing. But you saw my container. I only need like 500-ish to refill that container, and I play by myself, so I don't really need a ton of like a bajillions and bajillions of materials. I figure if I fill up one of those medium cargo containers, then it's, that's plenty for my purposes. I can always go get more pretty easily. Inventory is full. Let's see. 500 is 450. 250. Oh. Let's see if I can get it. This is going to fill me up right here, I think. I don't think I'm going to get all of it. Yeah. Inventory's full and I'm full also for the most part. So now we just head back around the mountain. Let's see here. Where am I at? I am needing to take a right and then a left. There were plenty of titanium and strad on this little mountain path. And again, this is just an arrow, so you don't even have to really do anything. Just come over here and drive around a little bit. It's way easier than the daytime. This night has just been lasting forever. Woo. I'm back, baby. Refueled on that. Jump on in. And now I just leave. And I think I have to go over here. This is not an exit. Over here is an exit. Yeah. EVP area right there. Can't even imagine trying to do this without the booster, without the carrier booster. It would be annoying as heck. And disengage. And yeah, once you do this kind of a loop around Sheol and the deep desert through the caves and all that, gets you all the plastinium dust and stuff that you need, gets you all the pretty much all the schematics that you need, aside from a few that are inside the testing stations, which are, I mean, you can solo them. There are people that solo them, but I'm not, hardcore enough, I guess, to do that. I don't really enjoy a whole lot of, the super try hard. Fly back over to Hagabason. It would be nice. It would be nice to be able to have Cassie playing with me, but her computer right now is kind of on the fritz, and looking like making a new computer is going to cost a goddamn arm and a leg because of all these price increases. So we're kind of like, well, let's wait. You can play on the laptop, but she's also been very busy. Like I said, it has been a very, very busy last several months, really. Especially these last 2 weeks have been very, very busy. But I am wanting to get back into it. It's fun. I have fun doing this. We're gonna go in, land, and drop this off. Start everything refining. See if I can drop them off in this courtyard here. Right? That works. Oop, lift off. And there we go. How are we looking on this? Oh, we didn't even go through a full one because we had a half one and a full one, so we didn't even go through a we've gone through about one energon cube or whatever you want to call them. Now we need to drop, which is coming here. Mark this. Alright. And then drop everything off to get it refined. I got a bunch of stuff in here. Okay. Let's take that and drop off all this. Everything there. My backpack has some too. There we go. And start refining a bunch of this. Whatever. Have that going. And then I think I need... Yeah, so I had some titanium that was sitting around. So that should be enough to make quite a bit. I just have to wait until all the stravidium fiber has been built. That's gonna take a while, so I'll let this run, and then next time I log in, I'll come over here and I'll set this to go. Have all this fiber. I want to make particulate filters, or do I want to, you know what, just bite the bullet and make the better ones? Maybe I'll wait. I'll wait until I see what I'm looking like for some of my other resources. Let's go drop. I don't really have anything to drop off. I have fiber to drop off and some granite. Fiber dropped off, granite dropped off. What else do we got going on here? Drop off some of these energon cubes. And drink from my sweat. And that is pretty much that's pretty much the whole shebang. Nothing too fancy. At this point you could probably you go do whatever, but give it a 10 minutes or so, and then you could probably go and do Sheol again, and then go out and do all those other things that I did before. But I think that's a pretty good spot to kind of stop. These are just my these are all turned off just in case I'm gonna go AFK for a while, and I can just turn everything off pretty much and just have a few of these turned on. I did make a few changes since the last time I showed you guys the base, but nothing huge. I widened up some of these force fields to make them easier to drive through, widened them up a bit. I added on a couple more large wind traps. They're all going right now because they are stravidium and titanium. Processing takes up a lot of water, but I have plenty of water. My max is just over 2 million. which I could do more, but I haven't found the need for it because I'm just one person. Maybe if it was like a big guild, you might need more, and you might need to have people that are dedicated to filling up the death stills. I'm just one person. I mean, I have all this extra, like this row of, look at it from the top up here. This right hand row, these right two rows are turned on. The left two rows are all turned off, but they're fully stocked with fuel. So if I ever needed to in the future, if they add some more stuff, or if I needed to add more wind traps or something, I have all this extra power available. Plenty of fuel in here that I keep stocked up. And yeah, that's about it. I haven't really changed a whole lot since the last time you guys all saw everything. I don't think so, at least. I guess I did add in the cargo container area, which is not up here. This is the assault side, recon side, if there were more people. Captain's berth, and then the meeting space with an outlook over the canyon. Let's go look at the cargo container really quick. That thing is freaking nice to have. I am telling you what. I'll go through over here. This thing is amazing. Oh, and I have that in there just in case. But yeah, I can carry 15,000 items, 15,000 volume, or 150 items, which is super nice. So you can carry just a bajillion things. Haven't really gotten to use my sand crawler for anything. I usually just use it as a transfer point because it's gotten a lot. Extended this a little bit so that the carrier fits in there better. But aside from that, the only other thing I did was I did the quest and I got the tread wheel, which I freaking hate this thing. It drives like ass. Ugh. Yeah. So the thing that makes the thing drive so crazy is that if you push like instead they're straight, you push straight to go forward, but rather than turning, pushing, like I'm gonna hold just left, not forward. Left makes you actually because they're like individual treads, and then that's right, and so it makes it really difficult to do fine steering. You have to be really a light touch on it. Parking it is a pain in the ass. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Right there. All right. Well, I think that's gonna be it's probably gonna be where I'm gonna leave it off for the night. It was a nice little runabout to get some stuff. I'll throw in the strav fibers. I mean, they go by pretty fast. I might have enough to start making something over here. Yeah, let's start with 40. And let's do all 44. So that stuff will go. Water will refill over the course of the night. I mean, it comes back pretty fast with 10 of those. 10 of the water traps going, which I think they're going. Yeah, okay. Just let that go overnight. And I usually log out in the bottom, but lately I've been getting like shunted underneath the world whenever I log in. So I log out up here now. Just like that, boom. So that's gonna be my my spot right there. And yeah, hopefully it was fun enough, everybody. I enjoyed logging in and doing just pretty much what you just saw me do. Go around, farm out the caves, the wrecks. Every week I go out and I do the surveying a little bit on a row at least, and grab the research from the testing stations. And after that, just do whatever. Not glamorous, but it's enjoyable enough for me. So I guess I will catch you guys all later. This in 2026, which is in uh, about 26 hours or so. So hopefully you all have had a good Christmas or whatever you celebrate, and you have a good New Year's. And I will see all of you later. All right, bye everyone.